Very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the week ahead video by Synergy Signals. Purpose of this video is simply to highlight to those that are subscribed or those that aren't subscribed, the way we go about identifying trade signals. There's a particular methodology that we use. It's not so often read about online, but we study cycles, a three-wave cycle. And within that three wave, we can identify where we are if we can identify what's already happened. So for example, here, we can identify this W, we can see a one, we can see a two, and we start anticipating this third move higher. To do that, we use harmonics and then around to give us an entry point of such, and we just go from there. So this is a really nice example to start on Euro USD. You can see this blue swing here. Let's just label that A, B in our heads. Now, if we take the extreme opposite swing low, at the time, again, the harmonic is a harmonics are a vibration in the markets where price repeats. So this particular colored line repeats here. We've got this big blue line. It repeated up here. And in between, we have this consolidation zone with various traps and false moves. So we are connecting, building the market cycle out with harmonics as well. So you can see this blue swing, level one, blue swing, second zone. So we're looking ultimately this pattern is really simple stuff. So we're just looking for this. And on the way down, and at the top we'll have an M, or it'll be a head and shoulders, or it'll just be an A top. And at the bottom we have a W, we have a V bottom, or inverse head and shoulders. So once we can identify where we are in that cycle, so the minute you would say we're in the second zone pointing higher. We had some great action in this zone. One thing I would say and caveat this with, this is ultra bullish, this set off here. This was the trigger that could have lit the rally, but it ultimately came back and tested low. What's bothering me about it is we haven't taken out this low. Now, I put suspicious there, so I'm wary. But I do believe there's another narrative at play here. There's a lot of de-dollarization narrative. The dollar basket has had the worst week since June last year. If there is some sort of a cascading crisis, the euro is going to do very well, and the euro is looking set to break into level three consolidation, level three trend, sorry. Let's just have a look closer up what we had. So we had a killer entry. We took this entry, and it was absolutely beautiful. Took that on Friday, and now we're completing an ABCD pattern. Let me just draw you it. This is the harmonics to give us a turning point in the market, or where this harmonic has to run effectively. So the harmonic still got a little way to run up to the 1.186, and there we will reassess what we're seeing. Week of rise, what you need to notice here is the harmonic effect on these swings. This is quite eye-opening. Not exact there and not exact there. But if I narrowed it down and say, for example, let's just capture this. That's pretty on. So what I'm trying to say is we look for this cycle. Fair enough that, it's 20 pips out. That is a three-level lower, 1, 2, 3, over 3 weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of drop. So now we're up at these highs. What I am anticipating is so what we're seeing now is low, high, 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 low, higher, high, stretch it out a little bit, expect the high, low, that kind of thing. That's a brilliant trade. We had absolute fantastic success with this guy too, AUD CAD. Have a look at this, just so you are aware. Remember that three-level pattern? You can go back in the videos and see where we were taking longs here to anticipate that three, and we've now completed the A, B equals CD up here, completed. You can see price has gone through that. You can also identify the 1, 2, and 3 here. So we've taken this, we're out of it. It was a wonderful, wonderful setup. Notice the change, the break, and the entry off the 50. Absolutely amazing stuff, if I can say so myself. And I will say so myself. I'm proud of it. One thing I'm not so proud of is how this trade here on the dollar, we're not caught in this, by the way. We got away with it. But we were anticipating again the one, the two, and the three. And within this third is where you do get interference, you get manipulation. The manipulation in this case is they didn't follow through with a three. One, two, three. No, not this time. And you can see how many big flat players were long there because Trump came out with his tweets on Greenland here and absolutely unwound. These are the stops from the anticipation of that move. Now, this is over completed on the ABCD already. What's bearish now is structure being challenged and broken here. So that is a break of structure. We'll normally come back and retest. Notice we've done a one, this is a two, and then we're going to probably flop for a three. So we can anticipate the dollar coming back a bit this week because the ABCD completes down here, and that's going to create a wicked Gartley pattern, which could or could not be very bullish. We don't know yet. When we come to the weekly, this is where we're sitting. So I see it as a one and a two, and the harmonic on the dollar still to complete down here. We shall see. So that's three pairs we're going through at the minute. I'm not really looking at doing much more because that's enough where we have a bit of clarity in where we're moving. Here I can see a one and a two on the weekly on the GBP USD. It looks like, well, we're certainly moving. We completed the gully. We've been in and amongst this. This is not any anything particularly special. But you can see the first zone and the second zone, we're picking it out. This one did take out the push at the low of two. And we're away here. I did miss entries on this, which, can't win them all. Very nice. Expect a pullback, ultimately. What else is there to go over? Not a great deal else, folks. I'm not going to waste time either and just look at other random things. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. They're the three main pairs that we are focusing on still. Certainly the US dollar we're going to be keeping an eye on. We follow up with the daily video so you can follow on the story. And if you are interested in subscribing, by looking at these videos, folks, over time you will pick up the methodology yourself. And we also have supporting material such as course access and a downloadable PDF for those that do sign up for a free trial. We've also got a harmonic scanning app that you can download. And if you are a paying subscriber, if you use your login and username and password, you can access the app. And you'll get access to the harmonic scanner, which scans for completed harmonics in stocks only in crypto limited FX. Do check it out, folks. Links in the description below if you're looking at this on X. I wish you a great rest of the weekend and looking forward to trading next week. Cheers.